The next question is about food poverty. It's in the name of Assembly Member Twycross.
Thank you, Fiona, and once again for raising this issue. Since we last spoke, London has opened its first community shop, social supermarket in Lambeth. I'm determined to go down there very soon and see how it's getting on. The objective there is that people on low incomes get access to cheaper food, and that is one of the things that we are doing. In terms of as for lobbying the government on other aspects, I think the most important thing that we can do is get more of the companies in the city paying the London living wage, including government bodies of all kinds, including Whitehall, by the way, which don't yet. Plenty of London councils don't. And then there are lots of other things, obviously, that we're doing to try and reduce household outgoings. Val's mentioned the council tax cuts that we've put in, retrofitting homes. I think it'd be nice for you to mention it, Val. Retrofitting homes and saving on fuel bills, as well as all the travel concessions that I've already mentioned.
Okay, no, I think we'd obviously, we've discussed the living wage before, and I'd welcome far more being done on making that more widespread in London. But the specific question I've got is around the correlation between benefit cuts and delays and sanctions and the rise in food poverty, which a number of studies and investigations, including the cross-party investigation into food poverty, led by Frank Field and the Bishop of Truro, have highlighted the significance of systemic delays to people's benefit payments, where those people are actually, even this government thinks they're entitled to benefits. So this isn't a marginal issue. Systemic delays to people's benefit payments? Yes. In one case, I heard recently of a delay of over a year for somebody to get their personal independence payment. So if this is the case, we've got a real issue with people actually having access to the money they're entitled to. And so I wondered if on this specific point, what more you would do to lobby government to make sure that they're running the benefit system effectively, to make sure it doesn't let down Londoners who are down on their luck, and whether you personally write to the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions to highlight concerns raised by the report, raised by the all-party investigation, raised by Oxfam and the Child Poverty Action Group on how the benefits system is operating and the impact it has on Londoners. I heard about a woman who had paid into the system all her life. When she lost her job, she'd saved for a rainy day. She'd been told she couldn't even start to apply for benefits until she'd spent all her savings were gone. At the point at which all her savings were gone, she was then told she'd have to wait, and she did have to wait several months before she could get payment. So this isn't somebody who, it's affecting everybody from however careful they've been in life. And I think that something needs to be done because it's just not sustainable. And the statistics we've looked at since 2009, the annual number of visits to a trust or trust food bank in London has increased by a number that we didn't really believe until we'd run the figures several times, which is increased by 23,341% since 2009 in London. So this isn't a marginal issue. It's now over 100,000 people a year reliant on trust or trust food banks alone. And we know that around a third of food bank users are affected by issues around benefits. So will you write to the Secretary of State, and will you make sure that something's done to
I will
stop
certainly.
these
I think I think what I should do most usefully, I think we should have a bit of a concerted action here. I think that the primary first port of call for somebody who is waiting a year for a benefits payment is obviously the council, and then the local MP should be taking it up on their behalf. That would be that's the prime duty of a local MP.
But I think many of them are. But this is about the whole of London. I think
what I would need to do is to work in concert with an MP on particular cases to help draw the issue to the attention of the Secretary of State. I'm more than happy to do so. I think I'm just trying to draft the letter in my head. I think I would need to have specific cases.
I think we can find you plenty of specific cases, and I will find an MP who will come forward with dozens of cases that you can raise.
I'd be more than happy to support in that case. But I think we need to have a bit of chapter and verse. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
thank you.